Sergey will take him out. Now it's a 1v2 Chopper trying to move in. Gets into position as one of the T's hands are busy. Has to figure out how to get this first duel, but they're playing it really well, just on top of each other. USP shots coming out, crossing right, but the peak is perfect. The verticality was there. Ence couldn't have played it better.
2v1, very well played.
Those two frags, one half blind. Smoke goes down on the bomb, and the next T is behind the same smoke that was thrown to keep the CTs out. X7 playing the position carefully. Low enough on HP, but so are his opponents. Easy two-piece for him and protects the bomb play.
What I'm not sure is, do they feel the upcoming? As we see here, Cold is being put under pressure again. Alexi being out the door. Ariel with a double up kill. Cold is a lot of trouble. He's going to survive. Take Ale down. Maybe he can survive. Yes, he stayed in the hut. He's going to reset and wait for his teammate to position.
Oh, not bad at all. Chopper again from the top ropes. Can't make it a two-piece this time, and Alexi will instead make one for himself. It's a 2-on-1. They've got info on Coldy, who was just last seen in hut. X7 has his other entrance locked off for the moment, but will he get lazy on the angle? No, he'll be very precise. Easy odd kill for X7 and a very fantastic round from Alexi, I say.
And a very surprising timing to hit the inside, right? They just had the smoked outside. I think Team Spirit were not ready for that. They thought maybe it was a classic.
No way they can wait, let the time tick down as far as they did last time. Leg shot from Midas Balance. Sergey is in the red, and he has a feeling about where his next target will be, but I feel like even a fool could tell you that. From control, there won't be any careless peeks just yet. A fantastic flick. It was small, but it was tight. And Ariel can now rest in peace, I guess.
Yeah, that is pretty much it. I think iDisbalance just won the round for his team. But see, this is why Ence is playing so slow, because iDisbalance is doubting himself now. Lucky for Spirit, he's coming back in position. That's going to be a 5 versus 2. The numbers should be enough. If Spirit can fight together, even though they only have USPs, that should be enough. Maybe iDisbalance here, ready for his 4th frag. He had an amazing round. Sergey's tempted to go out. He's going to throw down the smoke. Just a flash, actually. That's going to be really hard. iDisbalance is going to take out Sergey for the ace. Maybe he's going to get it. That's the 5th frag onto Alun. What a round from iDisbalance.
There we go, baby. That was fantastic stuff.
It was. It's pretty risky for him. Oh, he gets the frag onto Sundayon. That's the only AK. He can mop it up from here on out.
It seemed like a very dangerous angle he was playing with, but seems to also be a master of it. Do you want to take this headshot fight with X7? He's on fire at the moment. Yeah. 14 and 11, but that doesn't tell the whole story. Chopper doesn't want to let him move, but he doesn't really have the obligation to. There's not really a big reason. As a CT, he has the liberty of sitting there, and X7 will continue on with this dominant chain of frags, making it 3 in the round.
A little bit of greed, I felt like, from Ence players during that round. They
dropped Sergey here, so we'll have to let them pour onto the site. But from the top lines, they're just fine, and Sergey gets caught late, but taken out. And X7 once again, will he go hero mode? Does get the first in a 2v1. Takes a spot of damage from the HE grenade, and the Sophic will be offered up that kill. Maybe a bit too hasty from X7 to try to end the round as soon as possible. Alu and Sophic about 2 bullets away from dying. And so this is almost anyone's game. This is really where the mind games begin.
It is. Sophic has no idea where Alu is. Alu didn't make a sound, which in itself is kind of an information. Means he's probably behind you. He doesn't have to drop from ladder. If you don't hear him, he's probably behind you. But now they're just waiting on each other. And it's whoever going to plant the bomb first. I think Sophic doesn't really have the time to play around. He has to fake or maybe plant the bomb. And then that gives Alu the possibility to move around and take a very sneaky angle. We're going to see here Alu going for that jump. He's going to get... He gets punished by Sophic going on the hut.
He is kind of the most alpha-looking.
He is. He is
player too, I think. So it's fitting. It's fitting. He's the doorman.
He is the doorman.
That would be a great name for him, the doorman. Oh, Jesus! So much damage done by the doorman. Yeah, he's swung a shot. He doesn't know that they've crossed technically. I mean, he might have heard footsteps, but it'd be kind of difficult from that distance, maybe with his gunfire. But, you know, the damage is going to count for something, and Alu's already in position downstairs. They've actually got 2 players here, so it seems like he is fairly confident. And because Alu has his teammate there, he can be kind of relaxed on the angle and still focus his attention sometimes on control room.
Yeah, and the bomb is dropped. It's 4v2. They have all the informations they need at the moment. Alu's going to get tested. He's going to burn like a marshmallow. Alu, it's time to leave. You need to just go a little bit on the left, you know?
Yeah.
This round is pretty much done, unless something unexpected happens here. X7 is going to take care of Chopper. That's a 4v1, and then he's going to go for the double frag. 16-11 for Ence. tight game. Tighter than I expected, I have to say. Not bad from Spirit, but still.
CTs who feel more at risk than the Ts. Ts will now move ahead with the round. And although some opportunities have been there, no damage has been dealt either way. Coldy is looking to take a duel on long. If cat control gets taken, this is a crunch on the A side. So important that they try to hold here. Idis Balance will look for a kill to complement Sumdai Young. Sumdai Young going to go ahead and get 2 for himself. Does a ton of damage on the remaining players, but site control has been lost. The smoke is down. Chopper gets one through the smoke, and this might activate their presence to come through it. Bomb gets planted for a long plat, but oh, no, it's actually a P250. So he can kind of play at range from here. A little bit better than a Glock. Sergey, how quickly will he take this duel? That is the question. The pre-fires come out, but it's X7 from long to assist. Nice and early. And Sotfik in the 1v2 looking for any opportunity possible. Can't get either kill, and the round goes the way of Ence.
Very well played 2v1. They had the information that they went straight for the frag. When he's going to hit.
That's the scary part.
Yeah.
And the scary part here for Ence is Spirit have an op here on A. Oh, the op is just going to push into a terrible spot. Look at those Molotovs. Insane coverage on those, but Sotfik has moved into fence. That means, sorry, Goose. And he goes ahead and gets 3. Mowed down with the 25 bullet gun. The silenced M4, and can he make it a 4th? He does. Clean shooting from him. Pristine shots from the corner, and from a totally unknown position to Ence. They had no idea to even clear him. They thought they had won that round.
Yeah, well, we go back to the discussion of do we play 3 on A or 2 on 2, because this Goose position is one of the way that you can gamble and have a very strong A side. Obviously, the downside of it is that if Ence decides to actually fake it or go for a B split, then your third player, like 1v1's taken left and right. So as you say, they should have a backup plan.
Look at this. There might be some kind of read here from Spirit. They've stacked up on B. They've played 3 towards this side of the map. We talked about 2-1-2. But what about 2-3? Chopper and Co. are here and ready to go. They've got a smoke to help them while they toss their nades in. And all of the Ence players are coming out into a crossfire, a tri-fire. I mean, they had no idea any of this was going to happen to them.
Yeah, as you said, very much an exotic 2-1-2. Where actually the one who is middle was very close to the window, so it was virtually a 2-3. I think this is a consequence of Ence getting beaten down by Softic on A. They probably want to shy away a little bit from that A side. Very, very well thought by Spirit to use that setup at that time, because we hadn't seen it before. So it's definitely what we call a read, which is when you basically gamble a little bit on your defense because you can anticipate the tactic coming from Ence. So in that sense, Spirit had the good read, and then the shots were beautiful.
After getting that 5v4, that was it's just so illustrious for you. And although just being smart, I guess, about where his kills come from.
He's going to push up to Sumdayan. Sumdayan resists the assault of Sergey. He's going to take down Ali as well. That's a triple elimination for him. He's going to take that B side and probably the round.
What on earth?
Sumdayan with a heroic performance here.
Oh!
And it's a 4. What?
Dude.
I thought it was Coldy. we drop me everything
All
here.
All the papers are falling. Some die.
Fake signal that you're not playing that game, and then they were waiting on. Oh, wait a minute!
What?
Sotfik just eliminate X7 with an AK
just
through the doors.
Through the door. Just 3 or 4 bullets is all it took.
I wasn't ready for that one. I wasn't ready.
How could you be? I mean, the inaccuracy at the distance, plus it's an AK, plus it's a headshot. That's yeah. There's no way that you could have known that would happen. That was some pretty good stuff. So I mean, it's a very serious situation. It's already 4v3 for Spirits. Alu smoking and pushing. This is classic Dust or old Dust 2. This is like some JW Dust 2 right now. Smoking long and pushing through it with an AWP. They know it's not long.
That is pretty JW, right?
Sergey, you
Sergey
probably want to pick a spot,
risk,
right? Yeah.
Because of the information that Alu's had, they are either catwall or B. These are the 2 possibilities, and Sergey now is going to be in a lot of trouble. Here's the first flash. He's going to take the duel onto ID's balance, eliminates him. That's only one. Sumdayan is good for the retreat, but Alexi is behind. He gets the double frag. That's a 2v1 bomb on the side.
Oh my God, Sumdai Young. 27 health, 1v2, and it could be round over. He's made plays in the past. This will be a last opportunity, and it couldn't come at a more opportune moment. The Molotov will push back his first opponent in the tunnel, and that Molotov will get traded with his bomb gets planted. 1v2 is on officially. He's at big box. He knows that there's probably one at the door. There, he'll have confirmation with that utility. But again, he's still low on HP. This is the main problem for him. He's got to get a clean headshot to kick things off. If he can get big box control, we might be talking about a real clutch situation. Alexi B is his first target, but Alu comes out ahead and grabs it. Ence pick up 16, and they win the series 2-0. but a really trying 2-0.
Yeah, it wasn't easy by any account.
Somebody, this can go towards the dark position. So there's enough utility for North to go for this retake. Trying to force the players out. Oh no, that's with another shot. Staying at the top of the leaderboard. 2 versus 2. Still smokes going down. One towards Banana. That just says that there's no CTs coming in that position. Cirque misses the flick, and this will be an unlikely round for North after all.
Ooh, yeah. That's gone very wrong, hasn't it? They set up the trades. And I think they all thought, okay, well, Daps goes to the P, that's fine, he dies, I'll get the trade. I mean, Daps had 2 players lining up for him as well, so that is indeed...
Breeze. Oh, okay. Very nice stuff. Spots AZ. Look how he just snaps straight to his face. He's a Dalek.
Yes, they've all been terminated on the A-bomb site. And they're back onto the CZs after a short taste.
North, they hear the reloads, charge in, the man is defenseless, defenseless. And now they are at a great advantage, and NRG know that their best chance to win this round is to push the B-bomb site immediately. Pushing through, but there's a gap in the smoke. Is there a trade? There's a trade from Daps. Probably still top fragging at this point. KRB takes a shot. Now they know that one person is close. Got to be careful. Surely you want Cirque to plant, yes, while the AK covers just in case somebody pushes through the smoke. Going up top, is he able to flick the gate? Now he's on his own, 1 versus 3. How does he do this? Does he push through the smoke? There's the first flick. The Tech 9 is out, just in case someone's close. Having a shot. Somebody's by the top in position. Can they move at the same time? Misses a flick again. And that will be another round in the bag for North.
I really like when Cirque pulled out the Tech 9 and spammed it through shot. Bomb site, Cirque kicks it off. And a headshot for him. Valde goes down, one of the most important players to take out, and Breeze will deal with Cadian. So now things are looking very strained here for the T side, but they'll find a way out here. A few quick kills from AZ and Gade will make all the difference as they get the bomb down. 2 players to go here as they go for the retake, and Breeze is going to trade it out. So down to Daps versus AZ. Daps had a great first half. This will be highly impactful. He could pick this one up with the USP, looking for that headshot. It's one bullet that can make all the difference, and AZ biding as much time as possible, and he looks for the perfect timing. He gets it, takes down Daps, and that's absolutely the start they needed.
Really important frag from AZ. Nerves of absolute steel. The wide peak going straight past across.
CZ actually not too bad at these ranges, but doing some damage with the smoke. It's going to make things a bit more awkward. Breeze, he's found another one. That's 4 kills. What an unlikely scenario here for Cadian to try to deal with 1 versus 2. He's stuck in the corner. Trade, is that the trade? Daps goes for it. He can't quite find it just yet. Cadian down to the Glock as he's run out of bullets on his Mag 10. Daps stalks with the AK-47. It's so awkward. He can't find the perfect engagement, but he finally gets it. And that is ridiculous, but there's no time with no kit. But the damage and the AK. I mean, just 1 smoke, but there are no smokes except for the CT on the CT side. This is getting very strange, James.
This is absolutely wild. The bomb still hasn't been planted just yet, and it's down on the smoke now. No one's around it. 1 player on the side and 2 players are boosting on the other side. They've got 12 seconds. They haven't planted the bomb. Surely not like this. It's basically a 4 versus 1. This is a disaster. 2 players left, 7 seconds to plant the bomb. Spamming the flashes, running towards Fountain, trying to get the bomb down now. Out with the pistol. Cirque trying to find a kill, but he can't do it. Now even to the 1 versus 2. Oh my god. This is absolutely bananas, that.
How do you explain that? This is pure desperation here for NRG, and Ethan, he is no longer with us. Those 2 HEs will find their mark. And, well, if we learn anything from this series, James, it's still going to go to overtime, but maybe that's far-fetched.
Meat shots, baby! That was nasty. Now, I think Cirque may have had a look down mid, so he needs to rotate quickly towards that B bomb site. There's a pop flash from Daps, just about going to go over, but the North haven't made it around the corner just yet. He's blind, there's fire behind him, he's moving into the fire. He's still alive somehow. Cirque pushing through the smoke with the AWP, and that is a desperate last chance saloon for NRG, They're about to lose their map pick.
Wow, I can't believe it. Because they're threatening. Look at the rotation, immediate rotation coming in, and they'll bait players into middle, and then they can duel them, but that's not supposed to happen, James. Gate's not supposed to get 3 headshots in 3 bullets. It's not really how it's supposed to work. Now Daps and Breeze have to figure out, okay, we're separated. There's 4 CTs in between us, and the bomb is there as well. How the hell do we do this one?
On the plus side, oh, never mind. That's another kill for... Oh, we've got a knife attempt going on. Won't quite work out. Daps like, this is not really not looking too good. 1 versus 3. Gage still waiting for an ace in the pistol round. There will be some nice statistics. This is a great way for him to start, bearing in mind he had 7 kills for the longest time on Inferno. and he's got 4 kills on the pistol so far. Is there a flash? There is, and Ethan can't get back in time. Oh, sorry, he can. What am I talking about? I thought that was a frag for Kiabi, but here we are. 4 versus 3, 30 seconds left. We've got Smokes dropping down into the lower position, but Gabe's got a lovely angle. 2 headshots for him, and that's the short player taken out completely. The bomb now may be spotted up the long position. Are there any grenades for the cross? There's a flashbang, but he can't find the frag. Through the smoke, the last player, Cadian, with 14 HP versus 2 full health players. And he will not last very long at all. 6-2 for NRG. That was a close one.
Yeah, Cirque has come alive. Great round from him. Picks up 4 kills. Really handling that one well. With double kill from Gade, it was so critical that Cirque then found a very, very solid kill, long range with that AWP onto the A bomb site that allowed them to not have to worry about the A site players. They could just push straight through past crossover and take the fights as they liked. And 6-2 indeed is the score now as NRG look.
What the current economy does to the game, where you can win a bunch of rounds, then you lose 1 or 2, and suddenly you are in a poverty situation, and North could end up winning the half at this point, like by a reasonable margin.
Oh,
or maybe not. That's
what?
a Glock. It's a Glock. That. Where are the helmets at?
Oh my god! I don't think I've seen that for a very long time. A Glock coming out on top against a buy round. He was alone. He was alone, James. He had no one else to help him.
I wonder if they NRG, now you could have one person behind that, you could have no one behind it, you could have 3, 4, 5 players behind it. Burst through it. Got to be careful about sprays, grenades behind it, and so on. And there is the execute, a big flashbang, and he's going to play his way towards the door immediately. That's a great second frag from Gade. And we've still got AZ in this position, but he's missed it, so you can see the frustration. He goes back up, and there is the scout again for Cirque. He's got 2 kills of it so far, and maybe there's a chance for NRG.
Cirque might find another headshot if Kiabi gets a little bit too aggressive here, but he'll get Molotov backwards. And they need some guns. Tarek will pick up an AK-47, AWP for Daps. Cirque still on that scout, but he seems quite deadly with it. And North, it's the last round, so retake smoke, packs to the B-tons. Cadian trying to remember the lineup. There we go. Is he not sure?
This is taking a long time.
This is taking a very long time. Okay. 3 different angles there for that one. Eventually they'll go in, but another headshot from Cirque. Or AK not necessary. Oh man.
Surely now he's in trouble. He's getting way too close, but there's multiple CTs here, and they're getting the frags. Tarek's finally starting up. Nice flick from Cirque. He sees more players towards the short position. This could be an absolute wipeout, walking straight into it, even though he knows Cirque is there. Had to do something, had to try something. It was a 2 versus 5, didn't work out. And this is a great round for NRG to go to game points.
Yeah, and it's so fitting that it's Cirque to just hold down the fortress. He is the fortress. And now NRG looking to take us to a 3rd and final map on Train. But again, in this series so far, it's been pretty difficult to actually call it. And there's still fight in North yet. They still got plenty of money. Cadian spending $10,000. Clean $10,000 spent.
Boom.
And now it's time for him to get something with that AWP perhaps. 28 kills for Cirque. He's having a great performance here on the 2nd map of this series. Bring in NRG.
Pistol round. But do they have MSO levels of execute behind them? That is the question. Moving towards the B-bomb site, giving no sound cues away. Grenades start to be lined up. In rounds such as this, you often see a HE over the top from the CT side, and it's often devastating. But NRG will focus on the guns for the time being. Cirque rotating, waiting. He's going to hold an angle for people moving over towards the bomb site itself. Daps don't want to fire all your bullets. He will get punished though anyway. Completely blind, unable to escape. Now North have made inroads towards the back of the B bomb site. Breeze not quite sure where to look right now. Cirque has many angles to deal with as well. Those smokes quite the problem, and this could yield a round for North, or maybe not. He had to find a kill there. This is a disastrous round for North, as good as it looks. Just the 1 frag. They needed the round. The bomb plant's just not enough.
Yeah, the bomb plants don't mean anything at this point with so much loss bonus accrued. And well, I mean, that said, you know, they had...
For NRG, Daps has a smoke grenade. Does he throw it as a fake towards Ivy, maybe? Or does he go towards B with it? 2 men jumping down. That's a big frag onto AZ. I don't know if the bomb was there as well, but it isn't Pop Dog now. We see, I believe, a smoke towards that IV position, and now they will spread towards A.
Yeah, I love that smoke, the way it covers them out of Pop Dog. Beautiful pistol strat coming in from NRG. Short and sweet. Very simple. And this is not looking good now for North. They are looking like they might be 16-0 very shortly here. Cadian and Kirby, can they save some amount of pride here? Or is it all going to be washed away?
It's coming, Dan!
Oh, it's hard to watch.
Give
Kirby,
it to me. I want it all.
There it is, Cirque, of course. 16-0. NRG, would you have anticipated that one?
It's an overdose of calories, coronaries all over the place. Bring the stretchers to Shanghai because North just got bodied. Marvelous.
You know that somebody's going to go through it, and Gratisfaction's on the other side. One for him. Needs 2 more to win the round. And a repeat from the edge. He finds himself Puntet. It's just Excurate who drops on the bomb, and Gratisfaction just playing with his food here. Wraps the left side of the smoke. Excurate doesn't spot it. He still thinks he's inside it, and Gratisfaction, hook, line, and sinker, wins the round.
That is a clutch and a half. Very nicely done. He knew he had about a second and a half before the threat of window and door were too imminent, and if anybody had delayed through that smoke long enough, he'd have to turn his attention away, and then he probably dies. And there's a million ways for him to die in that clutch. He takes all the appropriate risks. Very nicely done, and seals up the 1v3, makes
Definitely
it.
will not expect that, that's for sure. He's close in middle, but he's got the support of JKS Summer.
It seemed like Azur was just going to get blasted,
Yeah.
and then JKS totally had his back.
Ooh, desperation play from TyLoo, though. They just run into B. No flash, no smoke, and no chance for Jacob, who only finds a single kill. TyLoo do own the site, but it doesn't look like it with them playing hidden behind the corner. We've got the molly and the smoke finally going down, and that should allow for this bomb plant. But in a 2-on-4, Renegades, I was going to say, should be able to get this one done, but Az is going to get caught, and now 2 of the weapons left are orbs.
Yeah, you probably want to make that a 2v4 if possible. You're retaking B. It's only the hardest site in the game to retake. Oh my god, JKS hit him twice through the door.
The favor is returned, though. Lots of damage back. Gratisfaction's on 1 HP, but JKS swings wide, and Renegades will get that round. Both orbs saved.
I think JKS hit him on the right door and then the left door as well with the up. Just complete wall bangs.
4 kills as well.
Nasty. Yeah, do that.
Flash up, and Org on the other side. That is an absolute meat grinder of a round. Azur with 3, he just wants more, but eventually punished for it. It won't make a damn difference. It's just been Tet. The nade is good as well. Can't catch a break, can they? Yeah. And slow peek. Oh, but the unscope from Jacob. Very unfortunate.
He's got to get 1 before he dies, right?
Well, Bentet.
Yeah.
Yeah, every time.
Yeah.
He's like that guy in your pugs who just stays alive till the end of the round, gets 1 kill,
you're
and
calling
dies.
Bentet a baiter.
No, of course not. He's nuts.
No, yeah, he's nuts. Let's see it. I mean, he's just going to get 1.
He's already got 1. Is his time over? Yes.
Yeah, looks like it is. Match point here for the Renegades in round 26. Excurate instantly buys that op. He is fully torqued.
No need for the repeat, but Summer spotted in the corner. Somehow gets a kill out of that, I do not know. And somebody is going to be on a 2K already, finally traded. But with 10 seconds left, JKS needs to stick this plant.
This is very doable. He's got a time. Oh, well, he's got to be careful about not getting opt. But now he can, make the play he wants to. Picks up the Dragon Lore, and he's got information on at least 1. They might peek him.
Ooh, timing is everything here. They're going to be doubling back. They're going to double ruins here. JKS not ready for it. Focused on the banana. Now going to go back to check it. Might catch the timing, and he does hit the shot. Does he know there's a second player there? Attacker going down, and with no repeat from CT, he's got to know. He'll hit it. JKS coming up clutch for the Renegades. 4 kills in that round, and he is 12-1 right now.
An absolute monster. Those flicks were precise. Very well done. You know, I'm sure after the first kill, it presses tab, it's Excurate. He's like, all right, I'm going to be careful about this, but then just totally demolishes him 11, or out of 10. We're in round 11 right now, but it is a full buyout for both teams. Excurate has an op. Same can't be said for the Renegades, but the Renegades instead have map control.
Oh, somebody getting tagged up, and his teammate actually just dropped before him. Bentet going down early, and Banana and Renegades has just been ruthless at top B once again. They've got the site. Summer might get aggressive through this smoke. Got to be careful. Az is watching it, but Summer's going to be ready for it. Gets the shot off. He knows that Gratisfaction made footsteps earlier on, but will he be aware of this deep of a push?
Yeah, he went so far. It's now kind of on Gratisfaction, who is in a new position on the map. He's going to wait to see if he gets flanked, but he's here to hold off rotators and help his team crunch the site. Excurate, can he be smoked out? Looks like they do have one, yeah.
Great flash.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not the end of the stick you want to be receiving. Some are going to go down and bomb plant in for Renegades. I mean, you've got to retake this. You've got to at least give it a go. You've got the kit, you've got the utility. It was a better site, but no longer. JKS, he's got to hope for a miracle. He's been having a great game. What have we got from him? 1, 2, JKS. He might just save this round.
No way!
Almost gets the 4th. Summer keeps it alive, but it's a push through the smoke from Liaz. Still plenty of time, so he doesn't need to commit to this duel. Try and force out the plant. Try and at least make Summer be caught out of position. The re-smoke missing. That is very awkward, but it actually, in a way, works for him. Summer going to stick the bomb. Liaz won't shoot through it. He'll just creep up close. Not even wrap.
Oh, that's so interesting. Going cons. Will this be spotted? I mean, if Summer gets to quad,
off of this B site, it's just JKS sitting back towards quad, but with this AWP, he's got such a good chance of just winning this one duel onto somebody. Smoke down towards CT. They don't have Molotov for his position, so there's a kill from JKS. That might just be spelling the end for TyLoo. 15 seconds, and JKS is so good from this quad box. Bomb dropped, and he's found 3. Renegades. They're back on the board.
That's kind of all they need, right? Just that one round. They were so close after the first half. And so the setup was good, though. There was, like, tactically, there's a lot of smart things that Renegades did. The op adjustment was huge.
There goes Bigu0. Bigu gets himself a double. That's not too bad, is it? Now down to Yanko in the 1v1 clutch. Wait, do you look at that? Let's see if he can make it work. Yanko holding a pretty tight angle here. It's going to be a difficult one to connect. As Big runs across, the angle tries to cover it and actually gets a couple tags onto Yanko. He's done a lot of damage there, but it's all about the headshot here for Yanko. Here's the plant. Yanko taking his time. He has plenty of it. He does have a kit as well, but the lack of Kevlar is a problem, I think. He's really hoping for a peek, but Big's not going for it. Yanko's going to have to go in, James.
Yeah, I think he's playing slow, expecting Bigu to flank a potential player rotating. He's been spotted now. The flash goes high. He's been pretty good with his P250, and he continues to be landing almost every shot. And the pace of his shots is really important. He knows if you respect the frag, Yanko's got one as well. And the CTs will try to fall back, but PKL is forcing the issue straight through the smoke, and he will see that there's a smoke down on Arch, probably from his own team. How will they continue? Olofmeister on the balcony position. They're looking for Yanko. He's focusing on that arch area. Olofmeister holding down the balcony in the meantime. Adren picked off, and Nico's got enough angle in case they try to wrap towards B.
Yeah, everything covered, but they'll try to challenge Nico. Nico's got such a strong position. Does he realize, though, is his spider sense tingling? Perhaps not quite quickly enough there. BPL, though.
Again, Pain are playing CS at a different level day to day. A lot of CS versus Brazilian teams as well, which I think the Brazilian CS definitely has its own meta based on the kind of shortcomings we see from teams such as INTZ when they're playing the international squads.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say. But that's a beautiful display from Rain. He's shown a lot of confidence in taking fights, that's absolutely what FaZe need, because, you know, having Yanko there instead of Guardian.
And 1 HE. There's the second one. Thank you very much, Nico. Just when you thought it was safe to stand under a tree, you get electrocuted. And he's found some nice angles there. He was harassing Olofmeister earlier on. Does he go back to the wall Olofmeister with the AWP? He does. FaZe looking... Ooh, that was nasty! They're looking sharp very early on. Yes, Pain of 4 rounds on the board, but individually, FaZe Clan are looking absolutely savage. They got the bone saws out, man.
That's the Olofmeister.
And it seems they will press on.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be an interesting spot here for Patterson. It's a very strong position. He starts it off well, finds the headshot onto Rain. Nico holding the flank there in Library. Easy kill for him. 1 bullet required.
Just the 1 bullet, man.
BKL now the next player. It's a challenge. And look at that. Beautiful. Oh, baits him out. Fakes the steps. Fakes the jump. Patterson's still in position. Still doing damage here. Adren is really weak. So is Yanko. This is a little bit scary. Nico still, though, is alive. And, well, he's going to just deal with the problem.
Dude, that's so beautiful. He fakes the reload to bait the player in. I think it was PKL, then absolutely wipes the floor with him. It's great stuff, and it helps them get to game points in the first map of this 3-map series, potentially. Best of 3 series, I should say. Beautiful stuff. Absolutely beautiful. There's a play default, he gets wrecked immediately. We've got one player in sandwich, goodbye PKL, and I think it was Landon who was around that bench position. Oh, he's pulled his knife out, running out of bullets. There's a player on short who takes Yanko out. Landon still alive around jungle, and suddenly things turn around. 3 versus 2 in favor of Pain as the bomb gets planted, or maybe not. Nico with a bait pulls Landon out and frags him.
Yeah, you got Nico and Olofmeister left to deal with. That's always going to be a tough one. Their HP is so low, and against Nico it doesn't matter, but Olofmeister's got an AK, so that will make life a bit more difficult. They've got retake utility, Molotov, Smoke, Flash, HE, so that can be used to great effect, but how do they separate Olof and Nico? Well, that's a great first frag from Nico. He is just pre-aiming is godlike. Oh my god, he's 16 for 2, James, after 9 rounds played. Deagle, couple seeds there, Scout. Usual kind of stuff you'd expect. Pain, got to be cautious here. Who is that at the window? It's Rain with the Deagle. Smoked off though. That was close, actually. Looked really close.
Shaving the hairs from 2 ears. Oh! He just had too much warm-up on the first half, man. Oh, he's going towards A now as well. There are more frags to be had, and there's another one for Nico. Nico, is he going to ace with a scout? Is he going to ace with a scout, Dan? He was so close! Oh my god, that was fun. Jesus, show me his face, man. He's got to be smiling. That was absolutely ridiculous if he aced with a scout. But again, that's an anomaly of a situation. Have a look at this from FaZe. They've abandoned the B-bomb site, and they've gone A and mid, and they've made the right decision. There is Rain with a P250, continues to press forward. He'll take out the AWP as well. And this may be a very brief last round, or maybe not. Adren out in the open, trying to find a headshot for PKL. There it is, nice burst from him. Tatters in a 1 versus 2. Nico's only got USP for some reason, and he might just win it with it. Of course he will. Would you expect anything less? 2-0 for FaZe Clan in this first best-of-3 series.
Yeah, and that's that USP kill for his 30th kill. What a crazy series. I think the scout highlight's definitely got to be, that's going to be the highlight of the series, but there's been some.
Fallen and Phelps are standing 2-on-2, and Phelps down in the pit on 100 HP really does have to be the driving force here. Fallen's already been found as Phelps gets flashed off the angle, so now trying to get them off the defuse, but they're sticking it, and oh, there we go. AAR's been dropped. And he's just trying to tick that timer down. TB comes in, but Phelps saves the day. I don't know. It's a bit of a tenuous one to try and link in. Panda, they try to take control of top mid, and they get it, but the issue is MIBR are very keen on re-aggressing here, and they've now forced Panda out of this portion of the map. This could even open up rotations. We're still going to look to Fur to try and shut this down, and the flash comes in very late. Fur's actually dead by the time the flash goes off. And that's the game. 16-5 as MIBR take the 2-0 victory here. And my goodness, a very dominant one at that. Exactly what we wanted to see. This. Oh, and as H said, finding one. This is where you're looking for that trap to spring down here in mid. Savage up on short. Maybe not aware that coldzera's already gotten by, and that could be his demise. Indeed it is. The 1 second that he has to divert his attention away from that smoke in top mid, and Cold seizes it to get past. Now into this 4-on-4, and MIBR looking like they want to try and collapse into this A-bomb site. Now, as you pointed out, there is this holdover towards ramp. That's going to be TB and AAR, but they're starting to give that up. They start to back away. Or at least AAR does with this AWP. Instead, going to focus his attention over here towards Connector. They know that mid's been taken, and AAR going to go ahead and find the first man. That's Cold dropped, Fallen in with the return, and TB now springing out from the ramp. Miss flash, but it doesn't matter because in the blink of an eye, Fallen left in the 1-on-3. He's going to get finished off. Timing gets the better of him. We've all been there. And that will be Panda in with their first round.
Phelps lower down in middle, finds one, but the trade is there with the AK, and this is some great work from Panda on this eco. Good trade there, at least sending the rifle in second. And now a 2-on-3, but we've seen MIBR do these before.
Only issue they're going to have is AR still up in this palace. Now, they're anticipating that he's still up there, but it's an annoying situation they find themselves in now. They try and plant for CT. I think AR was trying to deny the bomb plant there, but there was still time to get it down, even if he finds that kill. So a bit optimistic. Savage gonna get his third of the round. coldzera once again asked to step up and clutch, and this time he's not quite able to do it. MIBR have been asking an awful lot of him in these last few rounds, and this time it does fall short. Panda, with just pistols, by the way, they're going to find themselves their second round. And that, with the new economy changes, is a very bad situation to be in. Every one of those eco kills you get is worth so much more now if you're the losing team. And then the fact they go ahead and win the round on the back of it means that...
Unless these pistols can upset, it's a fast A play. The smokes are not down, so Fur has a free line of sight. There's one towards jungle, but Stairs is open for business. Phelps hiding in the corner, bomb dropped with no one there to trade. Finally, it does come through, and Savage actually gets one through the smoke. So Fur dead, and Panda just getting aggressive. They could have called for flashbangs, but instead just running through to their death. coldzera, dear oh dear, through a smoke, drops the bomb, and Taco's even going to come in for more. coldzera with 3.